Now at 10, four staters are getting into the Easter spirit with an Easter egg hunt in Pittsburgh. Plus, City of Neosho partners up with area church for its annual egg extravaganza. And some Pitt State students help train some furry friends at the SEK Humane Society.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
The Kansas Bureau of Investigation arrested a former Allen County Sheriff's deputy for sex crimes. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Anthony Saviello. Authorities say 24-year-old Michael Tennyson of Iowa was found with a missing 15-year-old runaway from Hayes. Tennyson was arrested and the teen was placed in protective custody. Tennyson began working for the sheriff's office in January, but his employment was terminated when the allegations became known. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us for a first look at the weather.
It's a bit cooler today. Temperatures only got up to about 70 degrees, right around average for this time of year. Temperatures across the region are now starting to dip down into the 60s and even the 50s, with our overnight low being in the lower 50s across the region, may even dip down into the 40s. We don't have any kind of weather going on right now, no rain yet. We do see a potential for some showers in the area after about 11 o'clock tonight, and then we'll have some more showers in the morning as well, Easter Sunday morning, just for a couple of hours, mostly in our northern counties, but for the rest of your Sunday should be clear. We do still have a potential low risk for storms possible on Sunday just due to the instability, and we have an enhanced risk for storms on Monday, and I'll have all those details for you up next.
Awesome, thanks Lindsay. Some Pitt State graduate students spent their Saturday with dogs from the SEK Humane Society. The students helped train the dogs in hopes they will get adopted. So far, the students have worked with more than 15 dogs since January.
I know a lot of people, they'll see like an older dog and they'll think, oh, you can't train that dog, but we'll have like dogs over a year old be trained here and we see progress with that. So I say like any dog can be trained no matter the age. It's really nice to see the dogs get socialized and trained because it gets some energy out and some outside time because animals have kennel stress, so it's good for them to be getting out and socialized.
The students are a part of the PSU's psychology department. Pittsburgh High School students were able to spread some Easter spirit today. The high school partnered up with New Hope and Pittsburgh area young professionals to stuff Easter eggs for the community. Together, they were able to stuff 18,000 eggs for today's egg hunt. The hunt also included a special appearance from the Easter Bunny.
My favorite part is seeing the kids pick the eggs up and their smiles. Going through that 2 months of stuffing 18,000 eggs, getting all the candy, getting everything organized, and then seeing them just smile and light up, it's wonderful.
Probably finding all the Easter eggs. Krabby Patty gummies.
The event included 25 golden eggs that, if found, they would receive a new bike. Hundreds of people gathered in Neosho today to celebrate Easter together. KOAM's Samantha Walker has more on what had families so egg-cited.
Morris Park in Neosho was filled with families ready to celebrate Easter at the 9th annual extravaganza. The event is a partnership between several local churches and the city of Neosho.
We had a great turnout last year of like 750 children plus their families. Lots and lots of activities. It's like a mini festival.
Organizers say the egg extravaganza is something people in the community look forward to every year. With more than 120 volunteers, they try to have a variety of activities to appeal to children of all ages.
There's 16 exhibitors with all kinds of snacks and goodies and everything for the families to enjoy. We have the law enforcement and safety here for the children to break down barriers and explore. We have puppets, we have drama presentations. It's just a full day of everything.
Kids at the extravaganza were able to hop to different stations, including games, an egg hunt, and even meeting the Easter Bunny.
So we're having Easter, picking out eggs, and there's lots of things we could do. Get plushies, win games, lots of things.
He says he likes how the event brings people together.
Because they can spend some time with friends and family too.
Organizers say the event, which featured more than 8,000 eggs, was made possible from donations from Neosho Walmart and Opal Foods.
this just shows the value that we all place on our community, and that we take care of each other, we take care of our children, we invest in our children, and we just love our Neo show. We love it.
They did a very great job. A very great job.
Reporting in Neo Show, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Tune in tomorrow where we will feature a look at the 4 states' own Easter Bunny. Easter is tomorrow, and DoorDash released a list that may confirm if your favorite is among the best. According to the data, Reese's peanut butter eggs are the chosen favorite candy for the majority of people, while Cadbury cream eggs were right behind it. Starburst jelly beans were also topping the list. To see the top candy in the 4 states, head over to our website, koamnewsnow.com. Easter is usually considered the most important religious date for Christians on the calendar to mark the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but most businesses will be closed for the observance. Many, however, still keep business hours. If you need Easter bonnets or candy, Walmart, CVS, pharmacies, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's will be open, but no Lucky Rabbit's Foot for you at Target, Macy's, TJ Maxx, Kohl's. Those stores will be closed. Not even the Easter Bunny can escape inflation. You can expect your Easter basket to cost a lot more this year, and that's because cocoa prices are surging. But that's not stopping consumers from spending a record amount on the holiday. Ivan Rodriguez reports.
Easter spending is hopping off the charts this spring.
It is a holiday that a lot of consumers do get into the spirit for.
Americans are expected to shell out nearly $180 per person on Easter-related items this year, bringing total national spending to $22.4 billion, according to the National Retail Federation. While those numbers are slightly down from last year, the NRF says it's still the 3rd highest per-person spending on record. Consumers are expected to spend $7.3 billion on food, with an additional $3.1 billion expected to be spent on candy. And if you're hunting for chocolate bunnies and eggs this year, you may experience sticker shock.
It's a massive issue for the industry.
Retail chocolate prices rose 11.6% across all of 2023, drastically outpacing the 3.4% annual rise in the overall consumer price index. That's due to the soaring price of cocoa, which is a key ingredient for chocolate.
It's a classic climate change issue of crazy weather. Too wet, too dry, and therefore crop yields just shrink.
Cocoa futures have more than doubled since January, hitting a record high of $10,000.
Currently, they've broken all notions of what a record was as of about 6 weeks ago.
Robert says as cocoa supply remains low and prices soar, some chocolatiers will likely explore cost-cutting alternatives, from shrinking product sizes to promoting other sweets like gummies.
Coming up, travel experts break down how much it may cause you to go to see the eclipse. Plus, we have some tips to help keep you safe if you plan on watching the eclipse. Astronomy fans are counting down to the upcoming total solar eclipse. The eclipse will cross over North America on April 8th. Chad Sosolik, a physics and astronomy professor at Clemson University, says safety should be the top priority of everyone watching it.
The safest way is to not look at the sun. So the safest way would be to do it indirectly. If you go in your kitchen, grab a colander. But if you go to NASA's website, you can figure out how to build what's called a pinhole projection camera, which will allow you to cast the sun's image and the eclipse onto a viewing screen or even onto the ground.
NASA says the watching range of the eclipse will last from about 3.5 minutes to 4 minutes for most watchers along the path of totality. On April 8th, a total eclipse will be visible from Texas to New England. If you're thinking of traveling to one of the places in the path of totality, get ready for crowds and high prices. CBS's Robbie Owens shows us how much a glimpse of the eclipse will cost.
From restaurants in Little Rock, Arkansas,
bringing in extra food, of course. Number one, we're getting more.
To stores in Burlington, Vermont.
Gas stations, restaurants, that kind of thing, they're going to be packed.
Cities and towns in the path of a rare total solar eclipse are preparing to welcome millions of people who will be looking up at the sky and also looking for places to stay and eat.
It'll be a long day, for sure. It'll be all hands on deck.
For those thinking of traveling to an eclipse location, get ready for blinding prices. Average flights to Little Rock are more than $600, Buffalo more than $700, and a ticket to Montreal is nearly $1,200. Coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area will cost even more. Prices for flights landing here the day before the eclipse are almost $1,900. There is a cheaper option. Fly to Nashville for around $340 and then drive 3 hours west to the Path of Totality. However, lodging won't be cheap.
We've seen a surge in demand for hotels.
Hopper lead economist Haley Berg says some cities are seeing prices 500% higher than normal. A stay in Buffalo the night before the eclipse is more than $900.
Consider staying at hotels outside of the Path of Totality and driving into the path in the afternoon on Monday. That way you'll pay a lower rate but can still experience the eclipse.
Berg says if you want to go, make those plans now before the rates go even higher. Robbie Owens, CBS News, Fort Worth, Texas.
You could get a free bag of Sun Chips, new flavor, but only if you look away from the upcoming eclipse. The Chips brand is releasing a Solar Eclipse Edition bag, which are pineapple habanero and black bean spicy Gouda flavored. But the chip will only be available for the estimated average duration of the eclipse, which is 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Is it worth it? A little later, Missouri Southern softball looks to keep their winning streak alive as they take on Nebraska Kearney.
And we've got an enhanced risk for severe weather on Monday. I'll have all those details after the break. Clouds are starting to clear, although we still have a chance of showers tonight and another round of showers early in the morning for Easter Sunday. Taking a look at the casino, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort camera, you can see it's pretty nice out there tonight, although day before Easter Sunday we are getting some showers in the area, mostly just in the northern counties. We do still have some clouds, but like I said, they are clearing. We had a pretty cloudy day today. The main weather system that we're tracking is still on the California coast and is a pretty severe low pressure system, and it's going to move into our area Sunday night and into Monday, giving us a lot of severe weather on Monday. Winds start to pick up ahead of this low pressure system, so by 8 a.m. on Sunday we're seeing winds gusting up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. These are still going to continue through the day, around noon getting even higher than that, and even possibly reaching 40 miles per hour of gusts throughout the day, even by 10 p.m. on Sunday. Rain starts to come in after midnight, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Tonight we could see, like I said, some showers right around midnight, pretty brief and light showers quickly making their way out to the east. And by 8 a.m. on Sunday, most of the showers are north of us in Kansas City. However, we could see that showers clipping our northern counties, giving us a little bit of a rainy start to our Easter Sunday. After that, it'll be mostly just cloudy, but the atmosphere is pretty unstable on Sunday, so we could possibly see potential for thunderstorms. So we do have a low risk for storms possible on Sunday. However, main threat being on Monday, since we have an enhanced risk for most of the region. Now, what you can expect to see starting off in the morning around 7 to 8 a.m., these isolated thunderstorms will make their way off to the east, continuing on all the way until afternoon. That's when we're going to start to see these convective systems develop, and they're pretty just long lines of storms, and these storms are slow moving and they'll cause pretty heavy rainfall, and we could get some flooding associated with these systems. As that passes, the cold front makes its way through, and as that happens, these thunderstorms do spark up on that cold front, and this is where we'll see our main threat for severe weather after 7 p.m. on Monday all the way through midnight. As that passes, we'll have another round of thunderstorms, not as severe as Monday night, but after midnight we'll see some more thunderstorms passing through the area, maybe even some snow flurries, since that cold front is dropping these temperatures a lot, about 20 degrees. Take a look, we'll see the enhanced risk giving us possible heavy rain, fast winds, hail, and we can't rule out a tornado for this event either, since it is along a cold front and it is severe weather season. So we have an alert day set, and all that rain is going to start to clear out 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Temperatures cool off for the next couple of days, but by the end of the week, we'll see the sun come back out, temperatures warm back up, and our next chance of rain will be Sunday night and all the way through Tuesday.
Batten down the hatches, there's a storm a-brewing.
Okay.
That's my inner pirate impression.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yes.
She
Be prepared
doesn't.
for Monday storms,
Oh, yeah.
is the translation.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Lindsay. Don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone, free of charge. It's available at the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, the KOAM Skywatch weather app. The WH Farm Cafe today held its annual craft show in Granby, Missouri. The event featured, I'm sorry, Lindsay, you're giving me a hard time, handcrafted pieces, as well as various boutiques throughout the community. Some of the pieces included rings, leather bags, and laser engraved wooden signs.
It helps me learn how to run a small business, financials, learning how to make sure I'm bookkeeping. This kind of stuff helps me get out there and really learn how to hustle, how to set up, how to take down, how to interact with customers, so that when I do open up a storefront or something, then I'll have some practice with interacting with people as well.
Today's show began at 9 a.m. and wrapped up around 4 this afternoon. Coming up in sports, the Kansas City Royals are still searching for their first win of the season. Plus, Missouri Southern softball wraps up their final series of the weekend. We'll have the highlights and more up next.
Missouri Southern softball has dealt with the highs and the lows this season, but the Lions are currently on a 4-game winning streak, and they look to complete the weekend with another sweep. Missouri Southern looking to stay hot as the Lions are home facing the Nebraska Kearney Lopers. Bottom of the first, Katie Gray gets things started as she slices one into the gap. That ball lands out there at the fence. A couple runs coming to score, and Missouri Southern takes a 2-0 lead. Next batter to the plate, Abby DeSanto beats out the grounder, hit the short. She will be safe, but check this out. The awareness by Katie Gray, who's safe at home plate, and the Lions lead 3-0. We go to the bottom of the second now. Lions looking to add on more runs as Yasmin Vargas comes up with the bases loaded. 1 run comes in to score, 2 runs come in to score, 3 runs come in to score, and it's a bases clearing triple for Vargas. Later that inning, Abby DeSanto at the plate belts one high and deep to left field, and see you later. It's a 2-run home run. Missouri Southern goes on to win this game 14-0 in 5 innings. So we go to game 2 of the doubleheader. Bottom of the first, it's 1-0 Southern as Kara Amos with a swing and a drive clear the deck. Solo bomb coming in to make it a 2-0 Lions lead. We head to the 3rd inning now. Yasmin Vargas hits one just over the first baseman's glove. RBI single, and the Lions now make it a 3-0 game. We jump ahead to the 5th inning now. It's 4-0 Southern. Katie Gray keeps this ball fair down the left field line. 2 runs coming to score. It's an RBI double, and Gray had 6 RBIs in the day for both of her games. So next batter to the plate, it's Abby DeSanto. She hits one over the outfielder's head. Katie Gray comes in to score. And how about Missouri Southern? The Lions sweep both of their opponents this weekend. Missouri Southern wins game 2, 8-0. Well, across the state line in Pittsburgh, the Pitt State Gorillas are home facing the Fort Hays State Tigers for a doubleheader. The Gorillas take care of business. Pitt State wins game 1, 8-0, and PSU completes the sweep by winning game 2, 4-1. Next Saturday, Pitt State faces Missouri Southern at home. Should be an outstanding series. On the baseball side of things, Pitt State's on the road facing Northeastern State. The Gorillas lose another tough game in the hands of the Riverhawks. 10-8 the final score in that one. Then over in Maryville, Missouri, where the Missouri Southern Lions face Northwest Missouri State. Very unusual weekend for MSSU as Northwest wins the series finale 12-5. And the Bearcats clinch the series this weekend. Southern is back home next weekend looking to redeem themselves against Central Oklahoma. Well, the Kansas City Royals lose their opening day game in a low-scoring battle with the Minnesota Twins. Now, last year, the Royals got swept by the Twins in the opening series, so this year, they look to reverse their fortunes. Out at Kauffman Stadium, the Royals versus the Twins in the 6th inning. MJ Melendez hits this into center field. Bobby Witt Jr. comes in to score. Royals lead it 1-0. We go to the 8th inning now. Same score. Byron Buxton hits a chopper over Michael Garcia's head. Buxton hustles up to second base for an RBI double. Minnesota ties the game at 1. We stay tied going into the 9th inning. Christian Vazquez up at the plate. Runners on base and singles into left field. MJ Melendez throws a wild throw to home plate. Everyone advances. Twins make it a 2-1 lead. Next batter at the plate, a few batters later I should say, Byron Buxton makes it hurt again as he hits this one down the left field line. 2 runs coming to score, and Minnesota beats Kansas City 5-1. Well, there's your look for sports. We're back to more news after this.
To be the first to see breaking news, weather, and sports, download the KOAM News app. It's available free of charge in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Just search for the KOAM News app. The 2024 Cadbury Bunny is Louie the raccoon. Meet Louie, the lovable raccoon from Miami. He was chosen as this year's Cadbury Bunny mascot. The little guy is used to be a big spotlight and already an influencer on social media. Louie beat 31 other bunnies for this title, including his fellow finalist, a cat named Loki. How about that? The Easter Bunny is a raccoon instead.
I like it.
I like it too. Yeah. What I don't like is this weather. It's going to be wet and rainy and stormy.
Not until Monday, though. That's fair. Sunday will be a little cloudy. We may see some showers, and the environment's unstable, but we're expecting the majority of all the severe weather to start early on Monday, and that's going to continue on through the day, so we do have an alert day for Monday.
So batten down the hatches on Monday.
Be prepared for severe weather on Monday.
That's our time for tonight. From all of us here, have a great night.